I'm the Biz Manager and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. Now, today my friends, I would really like to start working on some technological progress, you see. Even though we are on cycle 100, we have mostly been focusing on our core base, trying to make this thing livable, but this is a very long-term project and I feel like we need to tech up in order to help us out with that. Now, what do I mean by that? I think it is time for us to start working towards... let's see if I can find it. We still don't have it available, but start getting some steel going. We already have the kiln to make the refined something. It's refined coal. I don't know, but let's see. Where is the thing that we need over here on the tech tree? All right, here we go. Smelting. This is what we need right now. That thing, it's going to be mighty temporary, of course, just to get that first batch of steel. With it, we can start thinking about industrial areas, places where we can convert our materials into more advanced stuff, and all of that jazz. But right now, we don't have a lot of power, we don't even have liquids around to serve as coolant. But speaking about that, I was thinking in between episodes, maybe mercury might not be that bad. Let's take a look over here. Let's see. When does mercury turn into gas? 356 degrees. Not great temperature range, but are you better than, let's say, water at thermal conductivity? Okay, so we have 8.3 right there. Let's go for polluted water, which is what we usually use, just to have a little bit of perspective. Okay, and let's see the best. Super coolant. Super coolant would be... Come on. Okay, so we have almost as much thermal conductivity as super coolant in mercury, right? We have to go back over here, but yeah. Now, specific heat capacity, which is the amount of energy that that thing can absorb, it's really low. So maybe not that great. It can transfer temperature quickly, but it cannot hold into temperature. It can't hold a lot of temperature, a lot of energy, you know. So, it's one of those things. Maybe it is good as a transfer means, right? If you want to transfer the temperature between two things, but not as a coolant itself. But it's either that or ethanol. And look at that. Ethanol, not exactly a good thing to use. Now, I think we also have this thing over here, brine. I think we probably should be using this. We can siphon it off from here, put it into the machine, and then dump it into this pool again, so that it doesn't turn into steam. So I think that for starters, we're gonna be utilizing this. Now, my friends, in order to help out our dupes a little bit, they are starting to work in a somewhat hostile environments with a lot of carbon dioxide or not enough oxygen, right? And so they need to constantly stop to breathe. Can't really blame them, right? But we could help them out by building something like this. A small outpost with some oxygen masks, just to keep them afloat for a little bit longer while they are out there. Well, not really a little bit, it's going to be a big bit. I don't know. Where is the crafting station? Come on. There it is, right there. And with that, we can make the masks, allowing the dupes to breathe a little bit longer. We'll just pull oxygen, you know, from here, maybe through a filter. Although, that's a lot of power to be drawing. We can always just repair the damage if there is some polluted oxygen over there, you know. Not the end of the world. Alright, at least we don't have the option of making oxygen masks out of the mercury ore. At least the dupes won't be breathing that stuff in. We can make copper and iron ore. I do believe we have a little bit of that. Well, not really, just a little bit. A large bit. So for now, make me 6. Yeah, 6 of those, and then we can repair them forever. It takes pretty much just a little bit of ore, and then they cost nothing to repair. So for now... okay. So for now, let's just wait a little bit until we have the masks done. Then we can close in these doors, preventing the dupes from leaving without a mask. Okay, so with some masks in there already, it's just a matter of connecting this to power. This thing will keep working until the pipe is full. Memory serves me right. These things don't take like forever to charge up. They don't take a lot of oxygen inside of them. Yeah, should be relatively easy and not super hard on our power, because remember, we are only producing 600 watts of power at any given time, so even with just one of these things going constantly will be a serious draw on our power supply. Suffocating. Pay. How did you get yourself trapped in there? Today, pay. Don't die. Don't die. Don't die. Don't die. Please. Okay. Next time. Okay. Try not to suffocate yourself, if at all possible, of course. Okay, so this thing will go into effect now. Perfect. Gas mask. Lyra still doesn't have a suit. We are making one for her right now. There is still 3 missing, but they are right there. It's just a matter of a dupe doing, you know, a little bit of work, like collecting that thing and putting it over there. Shouldn't be that difficult, right, dupes? Right? You know what, it's probably not a terrible idea to put the airflow tile right there, so that the carbon dioxide that is discharged doesn't get immediately vacuumed into the gas pump. I don't know, sounds like a great idea to me. Alright, so breathability has been taken care of. The dupes can stay much longer exploring and doing other things outside of our base, although it's still not exactly a good lock, but hey, the dupes can breathe, that's all that it matters. Now let's secure our way into our future coolant, right? Let's try not to spill this ethanol in there, because that would make everything just more difficult. Open up a little bit of a chamber so that this thing can continue to spew future coolant. And then we'll put the machine somewhere around here. I don't know, I'll have to think about it. It's going to be temporary, which is my favorite kind of setup. But still, we need to bring one of these upstairs, and that's gonna be expensive. Although I think it's gonna be permanent. We need a power spine along the map anyway, and I think that's going to be located right here, because there is already a ladder and a future fire pole, and I don't feel like doing this again, unless I absolutely have to. Well, we also found the both ends of our supply thingies. Can't really say that we were lucky on this one. I usually prefer to have them right, like, next to each other. If we could have them like this, it would be just so perfect, because we would make like our warehouse right next to them. Things being this way, it's a little bit more complicated, but I usually like to have my warehouse next to the output anyway, so it's just a matter of running the rails in here. Or the other way around, because this is the output, the other is the input. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Things are melting. Things are melting. Why? Oh. Oh, okay, okay, the temperature. Oh, this is very, very bad. Okay, so how are we gonna deal with this? All of this ice is about to melt. That is not very good. It's going to condensate. It's going to solidify again into ice over here, but it's going to drop. It's going to bring with it heat, because, you know, this thing is at 0 degrees, that's why it's melting. In here, it's much, much lower, and we don't want that. That would be absolutely terrible. Looks like Karen is gonna have a hell of a task. We are gonna have to emergency request her to... I don't think these things need to be powered, unless they made it mandatory on this DLC, but for now, let's just put it right there, and that way Karen is just gonna sweep the entire colony for ice, and it's going to drop it. right there, because that's not a big problem for us. Speaking about DLC, my friends, it's going to be dropping in like 1 or 2 days, depends when this video gets made. I sure hope we can continue our adventure after the DLC drops, that this save file doesn't get destroyed or corrupted or, you know, in need to be done again, right? I would like to continue this story and not have to start over, but I suppose that we will have to find out whenever that happens. It is 18th of July, which, you know, of today is 2 days into the future, so yeah. Okay, so this thing is gonna be sweep only, and where are you? Liquefables, there we go. Well, all of them, to be perfectly honest. All of them, and now we grab the sweep key, and you know what? Just everything. Start sweeping everything. Karen, I'm sorry, but it must be done. It's probably gonna take like 500 years or so to do, but you know, it's gonna be worth it. Well, my friends, as we are finishing up the setup of this temporary thing, I'm starting to think to myself, we're gonna need a plentiful amount of power. Right now we are really in the red. We have the most basic of basics. We haven't found any source of free power just yet. Usually you have something like a natural gas vent, something like that, to propulse you into the mid game, I suppose. So, you know, I think we might start doing a little bit of exploration, just to make sure that we are actually capable of finding something. Hopefully there is something in this map, maybe over here, one of these volcanoes, you know. Let's try to explore those. Of course, that right now these has some priorities, because I kind of want to see the recipes as they are, to see what kind of things we have to get. But other than that, yeah, let's see if we can find some good source of power. Alright, my friends, here we go. We have our setup completed. We can start whenever we feel like it. I was a little bit concerned about our coal situation. We don't have a lot to make the refined carbon, but apparently we can also use wood, which is pretty nice, and perhaps is what we are gonna do. Just getting a little bit of the stuff, you know, will make wonders. Besides, it doesn't need dupe interaction. Someone just needs to literally drop the stuff in there. Now, this also means that we can do steel whenever we feel like it. You should be operating. No? I always do this. Well, whenever I want to use this thing, we'll have to do some serious repair to it. Look at that, we haven't used this once, and we already need to repair it. That's just terrible, let me tell you right now. Okay. I think this one is new. What is this? Geothermal heat pump. Under construction. Okay, this building is part of the geothermal power plant that has malfunctioned before with devastating results. It is currently too unstable to approach safely. My duplicants will be able to begin work once the Frosty Planet Pack DLC is released. Okay, so for now, probably it's even locked. Look at that! They're trying to lock us out of the content! Okay, it's only a couple of days until the release, so I suppose we are not gonna be able to figure it out before. Although, you know, with that said, we are expanding this way. We can now go over here, try to see what this one is, try to see what this one is, and then we'll move upwards, try to see what that one is. One of these things is bound to be some good stuff, right? Well, it would appear that we are now reaching the temperate area of the asteroid. Would you look at that? There is even liquid water right there. That's kind of useful, I suppose. We can produce oxygen the old-fashioned way, you know. But for now, I would really like to not disturb these pristine area of the environment, right? We have way too cold temperatures over here and kind of temperate temperatures right there. So I am thinking that we are just gonna do a tiny airlock right there. Maybe not like this. Maybe a little bit more summit over here. Just so we can keep this abyssalite to keep the temperatures from mixing with each other. At least for now, once we kind of dominate the map and whatnot, then it will be fine. But right now, I kind of want to keep things separated. Alright, so we're about to find out what is behind door number... Apparently not. Well, okay. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, here we go. Water geyser emitting very thirsty water. But quite a lot of it. That's nice. And over here, what do we have? Okay, so, give me something nice. Another water geyser. You gotta be joking. How many water geysers do we need? Come on. We have this one over here. This one over here. This one over here. That one over there. This one over there. And there is another one. Huh? No? Well, yeah, that's it. And then we also have this one, yeah. So, 6 sources of water. And, like, can we get something else? Pretty please? Because I only have, like, this one left to explore. This was very interesting, shall we say. Alright, my friends, I think we are reaching the bottom of the planet here. I wonder what could be in here. If not toasty magma, right? Right. Alright, so not a lot of things to see. There is like one more geyser over here that I'll just go over there and see what it is. Hopefully no more water. That would be nice. Maybe natural gas, you know. I stress. Quinn, what's going on, my dude? Why are you so complicated? Why are you stressing? I don't understand. You have great morale, and you're telling me that you're stressing. Bro, you need to chill. Okay, you need to chill out. Popped eardrums. I think this might have something to do with it. You know. Well, it would appear that one of our dupes is getting significantly stressed. Let's give him a massage table, just so he doesn't lose his marbles. Maybe we even get a little bit more morale from this. Nope. Massage table and the core item. Gotcha. Let's put one of these bad boys. Bam. Perfect. Can we make it pretty big? 64 tile. This one is it's a little bit too big, but we can fix it. Like, we try our best to keep this thing kind of as insulated as possible, but the oppressive chillness of the map just starts bleeding through here, like, super quickly. A bit of a shame, but it is what it is. Eventually we'll get rid of this, but I really would like if the heat in this biome did not mix with the chillness over here. That could get us some disastrous results, and we would really like to avoid that. Okay, so there we go. Quinn, start getting that relaxation rolling. Hopefully it will start going down. Yep. Yes, it is. Of course that we just lost Quinn for the rest of the day, but it is what it is. Oh no. No, we haven't, because we just ran out of power, because of course we have. We only have this little bit. We still haven't found a reliable source of power. Oh, look at that. Geovent. This building is part of the geothermal power plant that has malfunctioned before with devastating results, so... I have a tingling sensation that we will have to transport some fluid from here to there. Just tingling sensation, of course. That doesn't solve our power problems right now, does it? Of course not. Of course not. It is sealed in a vacuum, surrounded by extremely hot stuff. Not really nice, let's just put it, but no magma. So... yeah. Alright, so, are we gonna get something nice this time? Please, pretty please, game. We are running out of options, okay? And... You gotta be joking, right? Another one. Another one. Like, another one. Oh my god. Another water geyser. Alright. Let's do something, okay? Let's go over here. What do we have available to us? Okay, this explains a few things. Yeah. Sure thing. There is a lot of geysers. Yeah, I noticed. I noticed. But not a single one of them is made out of metal. And not a single one of them is made out of something that we can use for power. This is gonna be quite problematic. How are we gonna get power now? Like, this makes things so much more difficult than they need to be. Because we need to go into the other planet to grab the oil, to burn over here. Now, have they buffed the solar power? Let's see if I can find it. Well, it's right there. We cannot unlock it just yet because we need the radiation thingy and we still don't have it. That's really bad. That's really bad. Okay, we'll have to think about some other solution, because this one clearly is not gonna work. Okay, so let's do a little bit of theory, right? This thing burns 1.2 kilos of wood per second to get us 300 watts, right? Right. If we go over here into the power, if I can find it, my god, I'm going blind. I'm going blind. This thing, it consumes 2 kilos of liquid fuel to provide 2k power, okay? 2 kilos is like 4 kilos of wood per second. Yeah, it's still worth distilling the wood into ethanol and then burning it in the petroleum. I think we get a little bit more out of the wood if we do it that way. Suppose that for the starter, that's what we are gonna do. Now, we have ethanol just spread all over the place. We could just, you know, gather it and then try to utilize it. We can even try to set up like a little bit of a farm with these things. They drink from the trees and then they poop ethanol. Not exactly like a lot of ethanol, but a little bit, you know. It would help out with our power situation, so maybe not a terrible idea. This thing just needs snow, of which I assume we have plenty, right? Yeah, we have plenty of snow. So maybe that's what we are gonna do, actually. So pretty much the idea would be to have something like this as a ranch. We go like this, then bam. What? Stop, please, game. I know, starvation, blah, 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 blah. You are so annoying. Now, I don't remember how many tiles they need, each tree needs for itself. I suppose we could, you know, check it out. But I'm going to lose my marbles. 3 tiles. Perfect. That means... Anyone else wants to complain right now? Thank you. Jesus. So, 3 tiles, 1 free tile, 1 free tile, 3 tiles, 1 free tile, so on and so forth, right? Yeah, get yourself trapped right there. I think it's a fan-freaking-tastic idea. Yeah. In any case, yeah, we're gonna put the trees. Oh, they also need light, because why? Why wouldn't they need light? We could put like these bugs in there, but I don't feel like doing that. It's too complicated. Those guys are very sensitive and I don't feel like dealing with them when we can just have, you know, a light source like this. Okay, my friends, now we are starting to accumulate vast amounts of carbon dioxide, and that's popping the eardrums of our dupes, making sure that everybody is getting pretty pissed off. That's because of 2 things. We have this thing rolling over here, which doesn't help. But at the same time, these interactions allow for oxalate to off-gas when it shouldn't be off-gassing. So we need to rearrange this thing. I would like to get this one over here done so that I don't lose stuff from here into the outside. But I think I'm going to move these two things into this floor right there. And what we are gonna do is something along these lines. We're gonna like put maybe 5. No, those are 6. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Doesn't matter too much. And then we put like 3 of these things to allow the gases to flow correctly, you know? Because, yeah, things are getting a little bit ridiculous, and hopefully this will allow us to get things under control. Now, my friends, getting another breather into our colony would probably also be something pretty nice. And I think we're gonna take Abe. We need someone to dedicate himself to the kitchen, and you know, some side farming, always nice. Night owl kinda sucks. Frostproof, pretty nice. Shabby dresser, we don't care. We print Abe. In fact, Abe, you know what? I heard people telling you that you don't know, you have no style, you are a shabby dresser. Not on my colony. You see, on our colony we are all stylish. Quite snazzy, you would say. Now let me just set up the priorities, because Abe doesn't know what he should be doing. You know, wasting time with this, it's, well, as I said, a waste of time. But I'm curious, what kind of water are we gonna get today? A coal salt slush geyser. It spews water at -10 degrees. Alrighty. I see. So we have a bunch of water. We should not, like under any circumstances, be running out of oxygen because we have so much water. But of course, it is in the most, like, this water is provided to us in the most annoying way possible. Either it is too hot to use, or it is too cold. So yeah, that's gonna be interesting. We'll have to do some mixing when it comes to the water, but that's a problem for future me. Right now me is trying to get this thing operational so that we can start harvesting ethanol from, like, Navy SEALs. Well, I mean, not Navy SEALs, spigot SEALs, because they poop ethanol. Quite a dangerous pet to have, if you ask me. Okay, so this clearly has helped. The interactions are way more stable, and now because we have like 4 kilos over here, the oxalate won't off-gas, allowing our dupes time to go grab it and put it in place without creating such a mess. I think that with 3 kilos we no longer get the popped eardrums debuff, or at least that's what I'm hoping. So yeah, I'm also gonna transfer this thing over here into its final place, making it all beautiful and whatnot. Because I kinda want to build a freezer, or a temporary fridge of some sorts. Because yeah, we just lost like 100,000 kilocalories of food. I didn't like that, you know, I don't like losing food. So cold temperature plus carbon dioxide pit, it's all that we need to keep this food good forever. So how about we do just that? Now, my friends, I was thinking, what if instead of using artificial lights, which use power, and power is a problem right now, and we are doing this, what if we utilize these things? We have plenty of these things I can't copy. Oh man, that's kind of sad. That's kind of bad, because I'll have to do this all manually. It's fine. What if we use these things? These things emanate some light. It is a lot of light. I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it is not. Will it be enough? I don't think so. Look at this, 1,000 luxes. Well, it counts as well lit, so I don't know. We are gonna give it a try, and if it works, awesome. If it doesn't work, we always have these things around here that we can utilize, right? Right. Okay, so when it comes to the lighting, it seems to be enough. It's only asking for fertilization, so that's great news. Apparently now we have auroras happening in space. Look at this. I think this is space. I mean, there is a space exposure right there. Yeah, that's quite interesting. You know what's not interesting? Meteors will be able to easily carve their way through here. That's gonna be really bad. Especially once it starts getting in here. That's not good. We're gonna need steel just to protect ourselves from the harshness of those things, from the meteors, you know? So, yeah. Yeah, this thing over here, it's already showing some progress. I'm just trying to clean out this area before I close it off, simply because it is much easier for the dupes to grab the stuff and go through here than it is to go around, grab the stuff, then go around again. You know, just to make it simple. This thing cannot poop ethanol just yet. These things are not yet producing branches to gather the light and turn it into nectar, therefore it is safe for us to do this. Well, my friends, I can tell you, the spigot seal farm is not coming fast enough. Look at the amount of carbon dioxide that is accumulating inside of our base. Things are getting a little bit out of hand, you might say. But it's fine, it's fine. For now, it is under control, but yeah, we really need to get the ethanol distiller offline. We're just doing it right now because we need the ethanol for these things over here. But once the spigot farm gets operational, I hope that they produce enough stuff that we don't have a need for this. Because, yeah, this is just driving everything into a point of... yeah, there is just too much carbon dioxide. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, nectar production halted. Why? Branches must be fully grown and exposed to light. 10,000 lux each. Yeah, this thing, that's not gonna produce any power. What about we do it like this? Still halted, really? That's the optimal, right? There is also no branches. So, you know, maybe that's the reason why. Okay, let's assume that's the case. Okay, the things are getting a little bit out of hand with the carbon dioxide thing over here. Like, it's getting into ridiculous. It's getting ridiculous here. Like this thing, it's not off-gassing fast enough. The pressure is not equalizing, and that's like kind of bad. How are we gonna get rid of this? There is like not really a way for us to use the carbon skimmer because we don't have water. Not in its liquid form anyway. Okay, we'll have to inject the carbon dioxide out of there pretty much. Do we have like... yeah, we can't because we don't have the plastic, of course. Man, this is gonna be problematic, isn't it? Okay, so right now what we are gonna do is we are gonna extract oxygen from here instead of from here so that we can stop damaging the machines. You know, kind of a bad thing. And as a temporary measure, we're just gonna grab all the carbon dioxide that we can. Okay. And guess what we are gonna do with it? Can you guess? Did you guess already? If you guessed, send it into nowhere. Congratulations. You are correct. Oh, hello. Disregard the yellow alerts. Ignore them, okay? It's not important. What is this? A bed that falls into the wall for small life workspaces. An acoustic art panel. Can we even get these things? This is so absolutely neat. We need these things, okay? You can't just show me this and then not give me an opportunity to replicate it. Oh my god, this is just fan-freaking-tastic. Right, we are almost there, my friends, almost there. I just hope that a meteor that just doesn't come through here and wreck our little exhaust manifold right there. That would suck terribly, of course, because then a dupe would go over there, repair it, and get slammed in the head with another meteor without us ever realizing it. Oh yeah, irrigation, yeah, that's a problem. You know, you guys, You guys just need to chill out for a moment, okay? Okay, we need to take care of this situation first so that no one dies, and then we can feed you. You know, you are bulky boys, you should have some fat to withstand this period of strife, you know? Alright, in other news, my friends, apparently the crystals alone are more than enough for having these things ready. There is a very low branch productivity, but it should work. We still don't have any ethanol, meaning these dudes have not yet eaten from the trees, but you know, the harvest are... Oh, wait. Yeah, let's avoid harvesting these things. We want them solely so that the spigot seals can eat from them. So soon we should have a little bit of ethanol done over there. And about over here, this should be done, right? There we... No power. No power. Yeah, but hey, it is working now. We should be able to start extracting. We're still a little bit of XP away from the Mechatronics. We should be able to start extracting the carbon dioxide from our base now. There is a little bit of automation. That means we always will have a certain level of carbon dioxide, so that these things can convert it into oxalate. We do have quite a good amount of oxalate in storage, which is, well, in storage, on the floor over there, which is quite nice, but we really need to get this thing going, and getting some, the Mechatronics would help out a lot, because this would work by itself without us, fuck. Sorry, my friends. Sometimes the game does everything in its power to annoy us. You know what happened over here, don't you? The carbon dioxide has liquefied inside of the pipe. It wasn't fast enough. Okay, game. Let's play it like that. But well, my friends, in any case, we do have a little bit of ethanol right there. So this is technically working, you know, technically. We have this programmed, let's say, for 15 kilos, because every packet of liquid is 10 kilos, so we don't want to waste power with this, if not really necessary, you know. Now we need to repair this, because of course, obviously. Can we get it outside? There we go, perfect. I mean, it's still liquefying, you know. It's not getting vacuumed out into space due to the extremely low temperatures of here, but at least it's over here. It's the space problem, it's not the dupes problem, you know? So, it's a positive, I suppose. Speaking about positives, my friends, Lyra is now officially a Mechatronics engineer. Alright, so this measure is not perfect. No. Far from it, but given our circumstances, I mean, they have to eat holding their breath. Yeah, that's not great. That's not great at all. So maybe this emergency thingy, it's probably already a little bit too late. We are already in quite some troubles, but yeah, for now, let's just hope that we can vacuum enough stuff from there to the point that the base gets back to a breathable situation. So, I think crisis averted, but it's I think only, you know. Okay, so here we go. We have reduced the pressure enough to the point that the oxalate is starting to off-gas like crazy. Like, massive explosion of oxygen just happened, which is gonna mess with the pressures inside of the base, which is just gonna make everything more messy, because now we are also pumping out oxygen. How lovely is that? Instead of bringing these down, we are just making... Oh my god, well, at least crisis kind of averted, but we just generated another crisis, which is... like, there is now mixes of oxygen and carbon dioxide everywhere. Oh well. But well, my friends, this cycle is now coming into an end, which means this episode will follow suit. But I gotta be honest, our little exploration has yielded quite a lot of results. We even have completed the research and everything. We found this interesting contraption, which I believe exists to mitigate the extreme lack of power facility that we have in here, right? No natural gas, no oil. We have like a little bit of ethanol, but let's be real, this thing is not sustainable enough to provide us with the power that we need, so yeah, this crisis is kind of averted. We just needed to wait until all of the oxygen and carbon dioxide like level themselves out. You know, I already turned these things off by disconnecting that, and yeah, I think this is a good place for us to stop. We also have the ability of making steel, which is just freaking-tastic. Now, next episode, well, given that this thing is going so well, not really, next episode I really would like to focus on power. We have made this thing to experiment the amount of power that we can squeeze from it, so let's try to give it a try. And to be fair, it is my opinion that the next episode will probably start whenever I'll start recording, whenever the DLC drops. So yeah, maybe we'll mess around with this thing, if it is still available to us. Now, fingers crossed, my friends, we don't lose the save file whenever the DLC goes from beta into regular, right? So yeah, that would really suck. But I'm just rambling a little bit, don't you think? So with all of that said, my friends, I hope that you've enjoyed this episode and that you are enjoying the series so far. If you are, please consider subscribing and help the channel grow. Also, if you'd like to see this series continue, leave me a comment and a like down below. But in the meantime, this is the Beast Manager signing out. Bye bye.